guys, welcome to another episode of Faith Friday. You guys want to say hello?
Where your voice so
So we decided to do another intro to part 2. PJ, say hello. You did say hello.
Oh, hi guys, how you doing? It's been a while. Trust you're doing great. Good to see you.
So if this is your first time on the channel, my name is Ladi Owolabi. This is my husband, PJ Joao Olabi. And this is
Oluwatoyin, you can call me TY.
Oluwatoyin, you can call me TY.
Thank you so much, guys, for the feedback. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I don't know why Toyin is shy. Thank you for the feedback on the last video we did with Toyin. So this is the part 2 of the video we did last week, and you're going to just see the part 2. For all of you who signed up for the live coaching / mentoring and the YouTube mentoring with Lade Olabi, you must have gotten an email by now. There's a total of I don't want to say the total number, but you guys are over 30 that have signed up. So the form has been closed because it was closed on Valentine's Day on the 14th of February. So the emails have been sent. Please check your emails for the invitation, and all you need to do is just to hit yes if you can, maybe if you're still finding time. And I'm looking forward to a beautiful time with you guys. Yeah, don't forget to like this video, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to this channel, and until next time, don't forget to be the best version of you. Enjoy the video.
Someone mentioned that it would like a lady that can multitask, like do 2, 3 different things at the same time.
I think it's the same person that told us that he likes a woman that will cook fresh meals for him. So she will cook fresh meals for him. Multitasking is a skill that everybody should have and desire and work on. But I think women naturally have that skill.
Yes.
Because we can be cooking, and the baby just woke up and the baby pooped. You need to change the diaper, and all of this is happening at the same time. You're on the phone. At the same time, the doorbell rings. Right?
Yes.
If a man was in that situation, maybe the woman said, "Please let me go to the toilet. Help me. There's food on the fire. It's almost ready. The baby is sleeping. Just sit down with the baby." And the guy is on the phone, right? And he's still on the phone. He's smelling the rice is burning. The baby has woken up. The baby is crying. The baby pooped. And the doorbell is ringing. He might hang up the phone. But what is he going to do first? What do you think he will do first?
Check the burnt food.
No, he will call the woman. I'm not joking. That's it. That's how most guys are. They will, because at that point their brain cannot process all of that at the same time. But a woman can handle all of that seamlessly, that you wouldn't even know. It won't even be a big deal. As she's cooking, she's on the phone, she's changing diaper, she's helping the toddler with homework, somebody is at the door, she's attending to them, everything is going smoothly. But men are just not wired like that. So I think naturally women have that multitasking thing. So yeah, I think naturally women are, but it's not something that you cannot build. If you don't have it, it's not something that you cannot build, you cannot develop. You just have to keep practicing and practice, and over time.
Yeah.
All right, next.
This is for me, my own personal expectation. I like in-laws that are relatable.
Relatable as well.
They are loving.
Yeah. What's your? They can be loving and they want to be in your house every day. I know, like I want to know the expectation. Like relatable in-laws. Relatable how? Relatable can mean that they want to know what is your shopping list for the week. How much are you taking to the market? So it's relatable you want. That could be that's
like,
so.
Like they are open, they are kind, they are acceptable. They are not harsh people, They are people you can easily go to and talk to them and express your feeling whatsoever.
To your in-laws. That's a good. I had no expectation. See, let me even tell you something. It's better to have no expectation. You'll be able to handle whatever is coming than for you to have an expectation, good or bad. And then you now come and, because having an expectation means that you are programming your mind to something. But when you now not see that thing the way you want it, you now have to have a shift. You have to either learn or unlearn something. So
for me, with my in-laws, I had absolutely no expectation. So there's nothing they could do that would surprise me. There was nothing they could do that could impress me. Everything was just fine. Everything is just okay, right? But I did have issues. I did have issues. My in-laws are beautiful people, and see, one of the reasons why I had issues is because of our upbringing. So what you consider as normal in your family might be totally different from what your husband's family will consider normal. Let me give a classic example. My family, right, were just 3 children. I have one older sister, one younger brother. Or 3 of us. And then my father and my mother. PJ's family, I think there are 7 or 8 children. PJ is the last child, right? And the distance in age between the first child and PJ, is almost like PJ's father. The second to the last child, I think, is about 6 years older than PJ. So they are like different people that just came together in the house to live, right? And they all didn't even grow up in the same house at the same time. They all left at some point. And so one of the things that was a major shock to me, or even if I didn't have an expectation, was still a shock, but I was still like, even now I'm just like this about it. If there was a decision, maybe an important life decision or something that happens in your life that you feel like, oh, you want to share it with your sister or your brother, I do that a lot. Like little milestones. For instance, when Zoe's first tooth came out, I shared it with my brother, I shared it with my sister, my mom, my dad. In PJ's family, it's just like a child's tooth came out, when Zoe starts walking. Because we even have a family chat. I think they have a family chat too, but the kind of things they share on their family chat, all this kind, when next is our family prayer for the month. But we like the littlest things.
Yeah.
Because when there are some things that happen, and I'm just like, okay, so for instance, maybe one of PJ's siblings moves abroad or something like that. You just find out that this person now lives in this place. And I'll be like, oh my God, how did it, like, when and how? Not because you want to be in their business, but just because I'm from a really close-knit family. We are so close-knit. Like, I can cook something spicy today. Like, it's too spicy, and maybe Zoe was like, tears were coming out from her eyes from eating spicy food, and then we share that kind of thing. But it's the littlest things. So normal to you might not be normal to them. So you have to also just prepare that at the back of your mind. But really, you're not marrying the family. In our culture, they say you are marrying the family. You're not marrying the family. It is the two of you that have become one. You're not marrying the family. So it doesn't really matter what family culture they have. It should not affect what you guys are trying to create. But in the place of courtship is where you should know exactly how it goes. And I think I knew that to an extent. Yes, I think I knew that to an extent before we got married. At the period where we got married, there are some incidents that happened around the time of my wedding that showed me like, this is not what I thought when it comes to my in-laws. So just be ready. Just be ready. But it shouldn't define your own family culture. It shouldn't define what you people are trying to create, because your own upbringing, his own upbringing, you should take out the good parts and now come together. And you should always be on the same page rather, because you don't want to hear, that's how we do it in my family. You are not marrying his family, you are marrying him. How are we doing it in this family? What are we doing in this family? Oh, do we buy outfits for Christmas? Growing up, we never used to do that. I don't used to get Christmas clothes. It wasn't a thing for me, because we always got clothes every time of the year. So there wasn't special Christmas clothes. Maybe when I was much, much younger. But PJ grew up with Christmas clothes, New Year clothes. You know what I mean? So now at this point with Zoe, there's not any Christmas clothes, because you get clothes all through the year. You get, most times there's even new clothes in the closet that you have not grown into. So why are we putting so much? Do you understand?
Yes.
Another thing that was different, that is very different, I think I want to touch on it. I remember with Christmas is, so growing up, at some point when we, as children, we said, okay, we want Christmas tree, and we started doing Christmas tree. PJ did not grow up with Christmas tree, or celebrating Christmas with exchange of gifts. I'm talking about Santa Claus, all those things. What we did in our family with PJ, we made it a yearly tradition. Every Christmas, when we set up the tree, right, we put the star. We come together as a family, we sit down and have a good time, and then we put the star on the tree. We make that thing symbolic. It wasn't happening in my family, it's not happening in his family, but now it's happening in our family. So you guys create what you want for your family.
Another person mentioned that he wants a lady that can style him up, make him look pim pim pim.
It's either you take her to fashion school or you hire a stylist. I like that expectation. Is not a bad expectation. But as a man, I mean, you should know basic things. You should know basic things. And the expectation is that yes, you would get help, but just be ready, because when the pressure of marriage comes in, you just hear, I put 2 ties on the bed. Which one should I wear? And maybe she didn't even remember seeing the tie. The one on the right. That one on the right. And then he'll just wear it and go. So it's important. The thing is, you have to have those conversations with the person, and you must have seen a little of that trait in that person. And another thing I would say is, when you notice a trait you like, emphasize on it. Emphasize on it and say, the way you told me that my hair is fine, I really, really like it. It made me feel so good. Thank you for telling me that my hair is fine. Not just, my hair is fine. Thank you. Thank you. Let them know how it made you feel. It will register in their minds, and it will make it easier for them to tell you next time. So what's the next one?
I expect that my husband will be clean, neat, and organized.
Amen.
I don't want a man that is...
But how will you know that? Like when you visit him, right?
Yes. I should be able to tell from the arrangement of his home.
All right.
And how he does his things.
That's a very good expectation. It's one of the ones I had that was smashed. It was pounded like yam, pounded yam. And that's because I think I can say it. As a person, I am not so organized. I'm organized in my thoughts, but in my actions, I'm not so organized. I know that. I think I was even more organized as a single lady. So I was looking forward to marrying a man that would be extra organized. So much that he wants things in this place, almost OCD. You want something in this place, don't touch it. You clean it like this. Don't clean it this way. Clean it this way. I wanted that kind of person. And I thought I saw it in PJ. Because every time I saw PJ, he's flawless. I used to think PJ irons his socks and his shoelace. I used to think PJ used to fold his belts. Like, you know how there's a way to fold belt and keep his belt like in a box. I don't know if I should say the reality, but I think I've said it a lot on the channel. PJ shocked me. He shocked me in the first few weeks of our marriage. Like, he gets back from work, his tie is already off as he's coming upstairs. His blazer is already off as he's coming upstairs. And where he's taking them off is where he's dropping it. The thing is, when you're in courtship, you're not going to see the flaws. You're going to see a flawless spouse. Because every time you are meeting up with them, they have a chance to get ready for you. But if you are a scattered person, you're going to be more scattered when you're married. Right, that's the truth. And if you are a little bit organized, you have to pray that God will help your organization so that you don't bring disorganization and explosion will happen. So we had to, at some point, now sit ourselves down and said, we don't want this. This is not what we want. This is not the picture of the home we want or the system we want. So we had to create the system. So just get ready to be frustrated, because really they are not all you see. All you see is not all that there is. All you see is not all that there is. Guys, there are very few guys. I have to say that there are very few guys that are neat, prim, and proper. But whatever prim and proper, they will still pour water on the floor when they take a bath. They will still just annoy you. but you have to just get ready for that.
Thank you, ma. The last expectation that I have here is I want a man that is well grounded in God, a spiritually matured man.
Yeah, that's very important. As much as possible, the more you desire, especially when it comes to the things of the spirit, for you to even know somebody who is spiritually mature, you have to have some level of spiritual maturity to be able to even identify who is spiritually mature, who is just acting. Because there are some guys that speak Christianese. It's a type of language. They know the right things to say. Hallelujah. They can't say two things without saying hallelujah. God bless you. Shalom. They speak Christianese, but they don't live Christianese. They don't live up to that expectation that you're assuming just because of words or actions. So you have to be really careful. But more than what you're expecting, you have to be all of that. You have to be all of that. So, do you have any thoughts you want to share about this subject matter?
Yes, to add to what you just said, that when you expect more, you be more. So whatever it is you expect, make sure you also have all these things. So because that man too is praying, is expecting that you would have all these traits too. So it is who you are that you attract.
So for instance, the uncle that wants fresh food, I'm sure as a single man, he's already cooking fresh food for himself whenever he wants to eat. So he has to also be ready to cook fresh food in marriage.
Yes.
You cannot just expect fresh food and you will sit down. Marriage is not where you relax and take a break because somebody else has come into the picture, right? So just like you said, you have to be all of those things that you expect.
Yes.
Thank you so much, TY, for being on set with me. How was it?
It was awesome, beautiful, mind-blowing.
Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And next episode, I'm going to have another guest. I might not even be on the show at all, so it might be taking over. Faith Friday might be taking over, but we'll keep our fingers crossed and wait for that time. If there are any other expectations and realities you want to share, please let us know in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Share it with your friends and family, people who especially are not married yet. Until next time, don't forget to be the best version of you. Bye.